What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Man Check. This is a series that we have not done in a while, but we are going to bring back and try to do the best of our ability every single Friday.
As we've said millions of times.
Well, actually, we've only said it once.
No, that's a lie. As we said millions of times.
As we've said with normal episodes, this is only the second Man Check we've ever done. So basically, what this episode is it's a shorter episode. I know our generation has shorter attention spans, so we don't want to take up too much of your time, but we're just going to do a quick 10-15 minute episode, just checking in with each other, see how we're doing with our very own man cards that we are trying to build, trying to bolster, trying to attain for ourselves. So Mitchell, what has been going on in your life that has made you feel manly recently?
I wish we didn't start with me because nothing has been making me.
That's fine. I will start with me.
No,
because
take the show away, Noah. Let's go.
I had about 30 more seconds than you to think about this.
That's fine.
So what's been going on with me? So I actually, the other week, I went and helped my fiance actually with some furniture. So she got sent a link to this, what's it called? Basically like house, like when there's a big neighborhood, there's a model home.
Yeah.
But that model home is furnished with stuff that the model home or the neighborhood agency has filled.
Yeah.
So they need to sell it when they're done. So this model home was being sold out, kind of like an estate sale. And so since my fiance and myself just signed a lease for an apartment coming up here in April, which we're both super excited for, we need furniture. So it made me feel like obviously I don't have kids, but it made me feel like such a dad mode running around in my car, like trying to fit this furniture that wasn't fitting in the car, and then like coming up with a secondary plan to make sure because they close at noon. So then, but I have something else to go to. So I got to get that. And then I got to go back at the trailer, and then I got to trailer it back and then load it up and then bring it back home. It was just a whole to do.
This reminds me of that commercial. I don't know if it's Geico or State Farm, but we can't help you. We can't make you not become your parents. But have you seen those ones?
Yeah, it's the one where it's like, yep, you see it. Yep. Blue hair.
Exactly that one.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it.
Becoming your parents.
Becoming your parents. No. Now, who reads submarine books? My dad. But no, it made me feel like such a dad, like running around trying to get furniture. It's like I feel myself entering into this adult stage where it's like, okay, kid, like, you've been joking around for years now. You're about to finally have to buy your own toilet paper.
Yeah.
That's how I gauge my life. You know what I mean?
We talked about that that was with John. We talked about that with John, buying our own toilet paper. And ever since then, I've become a master at it.
Buying your own toilet paper?
Oh, yeah. I'm good at it.
Aren't you still living at home? No, you're
I'm
at
Tech.
Tech?
I'm an RA at Tech. Oh, if you want to talk about... Okay, never mind. I got a lot going on.
Okay, go.
Minus the 5 fire alarms we've had in the past 3 days, and me being on duty, and the ginormous flood that decided to go throughout all of North Avenue South, which I live in.
But just for people who are just tuning in, Mitchell is an RA at Georgia Tech, in one of the North Avenue buildings.
And it's older than dirt.
Yeah, it was made for the 90s Olympics that were held in Atlanta. So anyway, go ahead.
But I recently I was on duty. I've been on duty twice in the past 2 weeks, and both times we had a fire alarm. Where there was not a fire, the fire alarm went off because of water pressure, and the water pressure led to floods, and which led to a lot of phone calls to Mitchell about how the room is leaking and their stuff's all wet, and will the school replace our stuff? Will you replace our stuff? We hate you. I hate you too. So,
but you can't say that.
No, I can't say that, but I can't hear.
I appreciate your call. Thank you for calling. We're happy to help.
Yep. RA in duty. This is Mitchell. How can I make your day wonderful?
Oh, you didn't say where you were. North Avenue South.
Oh, sorry.
Come on.
Fired.
You got to say your area. Done. Fired. Yeah. Georgia Tech, I remember, they're pretty picky about how you are an RA, but when you are an RA, there's a lot of lateral flexibility.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did with my residents is I kind of made myself like, and Ellie actually gave me a t-shirt for this, like Bat Dad. So we found this at Goodwill. And so I was basically the dad of the hall. So I was a summer RA one summer, and it was a great group of guys that were there. And they called me Dad on the hall, like, Dad's back. Let's go hang out or whatever. We played board games, we played video games, like we hung out and worked out, and we went to parties. Like, it was great. Like, it was a really good time. I was Dad, and they've never stopped calling me Dad. they still call me dad to this day. So then when they see me, they're like, Dad, like, how's it going?"
Dad, look at me.
Dad. We're gonna be 30 years old, and it's gonna get a little creepy. But she gave me a T-shirt, and it kind of legitimized it. But like, I always tried to make myself like kind of the pseudo dad of the hall. So it's like, listen, I'm gonna punish you if I have to, but just don't put me in a position that I have to punish you. I mean, granted, I'm your dad, so I'm gonna, I can, bend the rules a little bit when it comes to this and that. But like, if you tie my hands when it comes, if it comes between my job or you feeling good, I'm going to choose my job.
Yeah, same.
So that's what I would tell him is like, all right, guys, like, you can be stupid. That's fine. Just don't be stupid around me.
Yeah. Don't make me have to do my job.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I'm going to do my job, but like,
but
don't tie my hands.
I always tell my residents at the beginning of every single semester when we have to do our floor meetings is, I know people drink underage. I know people are going to do stupid things that are illegal or they shouldn't do in the building. There's policies. It's going to happen. You're going to do it. Just don't do it. Like you said, don't do it around me, because if I have to do my job or it comes between me and you are getting thrown under the bus, and I'm going to run you over 30 times. Like,
yeah.
I'm cool with turning my cheek once in a while, but if it comes to the point where I have to do it or it affects my job, you're done.
Well, the reason behind me wanting to do like kind of I'm the dad of the hall in a way is to know where everything is. Mm-hmm. Like if you're a drug user, like I want to know that you're a drug user. I want to know what drugs you're taking. I want to know, I want to know when you do it, because the less I know, the less I can help you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like I would be dad of the hall, and I instituted a policy. I've never done drugs, and I don't do drugs. So like this did not relate to the drugs. But I did institute a floor policy for if a new bottle of alcohol is brought onto the hall, there's an alcohol tax, and your boy gets first swig.
Yeah.
So that way, it's two birds in one stone.
Yeah.
Not only do I get free booze, but I also get to know where all of the alcohol is on the hall.
That's a good idea.
Right?
Yeah.
So it helps them know that I'm on your team, dude. I'm on your team. I'm not out to get you. And it helps us all just have a better time. I know where everything is. Everybody's much safer.
It always ticks me off when I have to bust a party, because I got to bust in there saying shit like, "Why didn't you invite me? What's going on? I'm your RA."
Yeah, listen, you're cool, but you're not that cool.
Yeah, invite me next time.
It's almost like the you can't be friends with your boss mentality. So
yeah,
I started working full time. I'm sure you get this too with your internships and whatnot. But it's like as much as you might like your boss,
you can't.
I can't be friends with you. You know what I mean? Like I can't get to know you in that way, because then it's just gonna be weird unless you were already friends beforehand and you can kind of manage that relationship. Yeah. I just don't see that working.
It's like you can pick your nose, you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose. It's just weird, right? I got that right?
Yep, that's how nailed it.
So,
that is one of the first times you successfully laid out a joke.
Didn't stutter, nothing.
Didn't stutter.
We're good.
And coasted right through it.
Yeah, perfect.
That's a win.
And I think it related perfectly to it too.
Yeah, it's just perfect tie-in, everything. But I think that's a perfect man check.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, thank you for checking in on us checking in
on our man checks.
Man check. Yeah. We'll see you Monday for Man Card.